trees in the middle of a bunker and you think they've got no shot. And then they do, in fact, put it to 2 feet. And then you're really frustrated. That's Bubba every single time. He's that player.
No, you can't out-Bubba Bubba, can you? There's nothing elementary about this, Watson, is there? Can't wait to see how this rivalry plays out, though.
This one could take a little bounce to the left. And not a bad approach. He'll be putting.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup.
It was on a good line. 11 feet left to the hole.
This is what they have left for a par.
And that's an opening hole par for this player.
That's a rock solid par right there.
He's currently tied for 14th. The second at TPC Summerland is a par 4 measuring 469 yards from the back tee. It plays slightly downhill, so a strong drive here will set up even just a short iron approach. However, there's a huge waste area to the right, so accuracy off the tee is required. The smart option here is to lay back with the 3 metal and give yourself a full shot in, and also take 1 club less into this green as it will release down the slope. Going with the 8-iron here.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
Oh, how about that one?
And now to Bubba Watson.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Currently 1 under for the day.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
What a drive. Look at that.
The third hole at TPC Summerlin has been converted from a par 5 down to a 4, Rich, which makes his second shot much tougher.
Second shot across the ravine to a green that's surrounded by bunkers. Should you find the green in 2 putts from there will be just fine. But watch out. Big numbers abound should you start missing this green out to the right.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
Rolling end to end. This is looking nice.
Currently 2 under for the day. The fourth at TPC Summerlin is a pretty straightaway par 4, measuring 450 yards from the back tees. The fairway bunkers down the left and right are to be avoided. Really, not much to this hole. Just be accurate on approach. That should find the cut stuff. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Yeah, he's got roughly 110 to the pin here.
Wow, what a shot.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
Oh, so close. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Okay, steady now. This next putt is for bogey. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next.
Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The fifth at TPC Summerlin is a par 3 measuring 197 yards. Depending on where they put the tees on this hole ensures the type of club you need to get at it. If you're going at it, make sure you avoid that bunker that's short and right.
And how about that for confidence? Going right at the pin here in the midst of their rivalry with Bubba Watson. Love seeing that sort of play.
Go on, get in the hole.
And now to Bubba Watson.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
And here we are with the third shot. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. The sixth at TPC Summerlin is a snaking par 4, playing 430 yards. There's a big waste area up to the left-hand side that needs to be avoided. If you can position your drive on the right half of this fairway, it gives you the best shot up the hill to a green that is not protected by any bunkers.
Playing this shot from 120 yards.
2 strokes off the lead. Quality shot, that one.
Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week. They've chosen to club down here.
Come on, let's make this putt. It's for a share of 4th on the leaderboard. Get excited. This could go in. And with that putt hold, it's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. Time for the second shot here at the 7th.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing.
Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
Little birdie look in here.
Ouch, that hurts. An opportunity to make their par. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in.
And being a couple off the lead, they can't afford to miss those birdie opportunities.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can 2-putt that for sure. Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt. Just didn't drop. And that should secure the par on this one. He's in a share of 5th position. The 9th at TPC Summerlin is a par 5 measuring over 563 yards. Really, the main aim here is to just avoid that bunker off the left of the tee. Then, if safely in the fairway, you can get after this green. A strong shot will play to the left half of this green and feed down to any hole location. A birdie chance, no doubt. Rich, I know you love being here in Vegas, perhaps for different reasons than watching the golf tournament, but while we're here at the tournament, tell me a bit more about Shriners' impact on the game and this entire region.
Luke, I fail to see what you mean by that. I think Vegas is a very nice, wholesome city that I do enjoy coming to visit. But the golf course is fantastic. It's held at TPC Summerlin every single year, and it used to be the venue where they had the last round, but now every round is here. And I think the players enjoy that. I think they like being at the same golf course each and every day. They get a feel for it, and I think that's why the scores historically year in and year out are so much lower than they were in the past. I think it's a really good opportunity to go out there and make a ton of birdies, but that's not the easiest thing to do, is it? Getting comfortable making 7, 8, 9 birdies around. Some players don't have that comfort zone. And so I'm always interested to see the players that get into that zone each and every day and are making that many birdies to see if they can sustain it for 4 straight days.
The 10th at TPC Summerlin is the beginning hole of a back 9 that has many challenges and also a lot of fun holes. Not overly long at 420 yards. You're just trying to avoid any trouble off the tee so you can get a clear shot at this green. A chance to begin the back 9 with a birdie. Lovely effort that. Sitting at 3 under par. Tied for 5th. Oh, they're dialed in. It's an absolute clinic.
I tell you about days like today. Greens and regulation spot on all day. Awesome.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
Placement off the tee is required at the TPC Summerlin 11th hole, par 4, measuring 448 yards. The big bunker down the right side is to be avoided at all costs. And there's also a little tree there which might affect any line of sight approach to this green.
Tee shot is looking good here.
As we test ourselves here in the closing 9 at TPC Summerlin, what's the second shot into 11 like?
It's a very unfriendly second shot. This green sits above the fairway a good 4 to 5 feet. If you hit it long, you've got no hope of getting it up and down. A very scary shot, to say the least. If you walk away from a par here, happy days.
That was a gallant attempt. Par putt coming up here.
In she goes. Let's head to the next. And now to Bubba Watson.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Just one off the lead after that hole. The 12th here at Summerlin is another short par 4. 442 yards off the tips, but plays slightly downhill and leaves just a short iron approach. The only real danger here is the big body of water that starts around 150 yards short and goes right up past the green. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Wow, what a shot.
Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, time to return to the action.
An opportunity here to move into a tie for first.
Always nice to hold those for birdie. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par.
And with that hole, this player is currently tied for first with Brooke Henderson. Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway.
Rich, Canadian golf has had a number of people to be able to hang their hat on over the years. Obviously, most recent on the men's side, Mike Weir is a major winner. But the impact that Brooke Henderson has had on the game seems to have been even more significant.
It has been, and she doesn't carry the mantle just for women's golf in Canada. She carries the mantle for Canadian golf in general. She's such an amazing, delightful young lady to be around. Her personality is infectious. She's just a good soul. And she carries that around to the golf course. I mean, 2-time major winner. But what I'm impressed about most with her game, Luke, is the fact that, you know, she is such a long hitter in the game. You don't quite see too many women in the game right now that they don't talk about hitting it long like we do in the men's game. But make no bones about it, she hits it a long way out there. That gives her a massive advantage over some of the other players, and that's why she is such a prolific winner on the LPGA.
That's a lovely putt to make for birdie. Take some pride in that one.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Leading by a shot after that hole. The 14th at TPC Summerlin is a straightaway par 3, playing 168 yards. The green slopes right to left, so make sure you've got the right length of club so you're not left with a long putt. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Oh, this one's right down the pipe. Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
Better than most.
And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead. And that will take him to 7 under.
And now to Bubba Watson.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And there it goes from the sand. So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The 15th at TPC Summerlin is a great short par 4. In fact, a lot will try and drive it in the tournament. If you want to lay it back, you've got around about 115 yards uphill to a green where you can't see those back hole locations. However, a good aggressive play here must avoid the pot bunkers around the greens or the big waste area to the left. A chance to make a birdie here or even an eagle. Well, you can't blame them, Rich. I'd have a look at that again if I hit it. No green in red, but a chance to save their par. Ooh, that almost went down. Big putt for par coming up.
Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent.
Huge tee shot there, Luke. What a display of power.
Seems to have chosen the 3-wood. Yeah, good safe shot this one. That should find the surface. Trying to get to 9 under for the event with this opportunity. Ooh, right by the hole.
Henny's down there. You got a read?
This one will run uphill.
This one's tracking.
And down it goes. And that will take him to 8 under.
And with that hole finished, they're currently in the lead, with Brooke Henderson following in second.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Opting for the 5-iron. This one looks to be on a pretty good line. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? That's frustrating. Should have made that. Bogey putt coming up here.
Well, the leader giving a little hope for the rest of the field there as they put down a bogey on the scorecard.
Second shot here on the 17th. Yes! Hold it!
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
A chance to put last hole's bogey behind them here at this tee. Oh, that is bombed. Henny, what's the player facing here?
Yeah, he's about 155 from this hole location.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader. And he can win the event here if he can hold this putt. Oh, just missed. That's disappointing. And now this to win the Shriners Children's Open. Well, it's fair to say that this player ran the tables this week, Rich, and came up trumps in Las Vegas. Look at your Shriners Children's Open winner.
And nobody on the PGA Tour will be shining quite as brightly as this player the rest of the evening here in Las Vegas.
And Henny, that was some impressive play. To take down a rival of that caliber and to win the event, what a performance.
Yes, Luke, no one could catch this player, let alone their rival.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.